morning and welcome to the Zula B. Wiley Public Library Creative Connection Storytime. I'm Miss Terry. Miss Ann couldn't be with us today, but she has an awesome theme for you today. It's going to be about caterpillars. I'm going to read you a couple of great books. We'll do a couple of songs, and she has an awesome craft for you that you probably picked up already. If not, these are simple materials that you can find at home to do this craft with. So let's get started. In all of our story times, we generally start with hello friends, which goes like this. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends. It's time to say hello. Let's do it together. Ready? Here we go. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. All right, good job. All right, let's start with a couple of announcements real quick. Next week on the 30th, the Creative Connections kits for the next month will be available for pickup here at the library. You can also use our curbside service if you don't want to come into the library, and we'll bring the kits out to you. Next Monday will be our Family Place playgroups launch for the fall. The first one will be a video which will be about what Family Place is all about, that it is a national recognized initiative and why we decided to be a part of it. So tune in for that next Monday. All right, let's start with our first book, which is called Bob and Otto by Robert O. Ruel. Once there were two very good friends, Bob and Otto. It was spring and everything was lively and exciting. They're playing. See there. These two very good friends spent each day digging in the ground, playing in the grass, and eating the leaves that fell from the old tree. But one day, Bob looked up. I need to climb this tree, he said. I want to see how the world looks from up there. Up there, said Otto, but it's so nice down here. When it's hot and dry, you can dig deep into the ground where it's cool and damp. And when it rains, you can come back up. Life is good just where we are. Why would you want to go up there? Because it's important, said Bob, and up the tree he went. It's important down here too, said Otto, and down into the ground he went. Bob climbed and he climbed and he climbed and he climbed until he was very high in the tree. Otto dug and he dug and he dug and he dug until he was very deep under the tree. These fresh green leaves are very tasty up here, thought Bob. So he ate and he ate and he ate until he felt quite sleepy. These old rotted leaves are very tasty down here, thought Otto. But still he dug and he dug and he dug until he felt quite sleepy. So Bob slept and he slept and he slept and he slept for many, many days and nights. But Otto still dug, and he dug, and he dug, and he dug, and he dug some more. When Bob woke up, he was so full of joy, he felt like flying. So he flew over and under and around every branch of the tree. Otto loved digging so much. He dug over and under and around every root of the tree. Soon, Bob realized how much he missed his old friend and all of the fun they used to have together. So down went Bob to find Otto. Soon, Otto realized how much he missed his old friend and all of the fun they used to have together. So up went Otto to find Bob. Hello, Bob. Hello, Otto. I like your wings. Thanks. So you can fly? Sure can. Otto? Oh, why are you so sad? Because, said Otto, if I had climbed up the old tree with you when you asked me to, then maybe I would have grown big, beautiful wings like yours, and maybe I could fly. But I didn't. All I did was dig and dig and dig and dig and dig some more. But I'm still just a big, fat worm. No, you're not, Bob. While you were digging, all I did was eat. While you were digging, all I did was sleep. While you were digging, all I did was fly around. But while you were digging, you loosened the soil so the roots could drink water, so the tree could grow tall, so the leaves would be green, so I could eat the leaves and grow wings. I owe it all to you, Otto, said Bob. You're not just a worm, you're my best friend. And friends are important. The end. That was a sweet book. All right, let's do our first song.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, everybody out. Let's dance. Here we go. Ready?
Clap, clap, clap your hands. Stomp, stomp, stomp your feet. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your hips. Spin around to the beat. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Stomp, stomp, stomp your feet. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your hips. Spin around to the beat. Move your body to this song. Everybody gets along. It's the moving, grooving song.
Show me your dance moves.
Move your body to this song. Everybody gets along. It's the moving, grooving song.
Woo-hoo-hoo. 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 Let's get those wiggles out.
Clap, clap, clap your hands. Stomp, stomp, stomp your feet. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your hips. Spin around to the beat. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Stomp, stomp, stomp your feet. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your hips. Spin around to the beat. Move your body to this song. Everybody gets along. It's the moving, song. Move your body to this song. Everybody dance along. It's the moving, grooving song. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Good job. Woo-hoo! All right. We wanted to give a shout out to Mr. John and to thank him for letting us use his music. If you want to go to his website, mrjohnmusic.com, you can purchase his CDs there, or you can download some of his songs. So give him a look-see so he knows that we're supporting him. Also, I wanted to remind you of Ready for K. Now, Ready for K will allow you to receive text with literacy tips for any age of children up to 3rd grade, which is awesome. You receive them like this. They have facts and tips of things that you can use with your children at home or your grandchildren. Just text Zula to this number, and it'll ask you a couple of questions, and you'll begin to receive these texts, which are awesome, have all kinds of great information. So let us know what you think. Okay. Let's do our next book that Miss Ann had planned for us today. These are some awesome books. This one's called Noodle and Lou by Liz Garton Scanlon. Some days don't go well right from the start. Noodle woke up with a rain-cloudy heart. His bright side was muddy. His high points sank low. The grass grew much greener and other worms rose. Some days it was like this. What's a worm going to do? Well, if he is Noodle, he'll lean on his Lou. Hey, Lou! My head has no eyes, Noodle said, feeling glum. So life's a surprise, Lou said to his chum. And I don't have a beak, said Noodle, quite blue. But you're long and so sleek, which is perfect for you. But also, no feet, Noodle said with a shrug. I think you're complete. And Lou gave him a hug. I'm dirty and mucky. You're wiggly and plucky. I'm skinny and bare with your own special flair. Birds think I'm a treat. You are pretty sweet. This went on for a bit. Each line, like the last, Noodle quite gloomy and Lou just steadfast. But Lou meant every word. Even Noodle could see all those high-flying types, and Lou Bird likes me. And in spite of himself, Noodle had to admit that he and his friend were a very fine fit. So he lifted his chin, crawled out of his rut, gave his sorry old slither a jaunty new strut. And Lou, he was tickled. See, you just never know, he said with a grin, how a day's gonna go. What a worm, says the little ladybug. But really, thought Noodle, the bigger surprise is seeing yourself through your best buddy's eyes. Aw, that's sweet. Another story about friendship and finding our skills. All right, a couple of more announcements before we do our little craft. This coming Friday is Feel Good Friday. It's a drive-through event that we will have at the rec center. The 25th is this Friday from 11 a.m. to 1, and we will have a food that you can pick up. So be sure to come on by. The reason we are doing these is to get your input on the library of our future, and things are moving along, and we really want to know your input. So if you're new to Cedar Hill or didn't participate in the last survey, we really want to hear what you feel. So go online or come to our drive-through event, and we'll have the surveys available for you to take there. So one more thing before we go into our craft. We are having Scare in the Park this year. Because of COVID-19, we are doing a safe drive-through trunk or treat event. The event will be advertised on Facebook, so if you've liked our Facebook page, obviously you have because you're here, you will see posts about the Scare in the Park. It is Saturday, October 31st from 6 to 8 p.m. at Valley Ridge Park. And of course, there'll be lots of candy to pick up, so watch for the details. We'll be talking more about it throughout the next month. So, next thing is our craft, and then we'll end with a song. Miss Ann put together a great little bag of crafts for this month. Today's project is the pipe cleaner and bead inchworm craft, and what you received was the pipe cleaner. I think she put enough for 2 worms in or 2 caterpillars, I'm sorry, in your bag, but you should have a pipe cleaner, some beads, and a couple of wiggle eyes, and the glue from your last kit. You should still have enough to do with this. If you're finding that the glue does not come out, there is a little plug inside some of these that keeps it from coming out. So if that's an issue, just take that little plug out and the glue should squirt out. So put my other one up here. All right, so the first thing you do is you're going to bend down the end, which makes it even safer for kids. And I'm going to do mine 2 on the first one. Then simply slide your beads. You can do a pattern, you can just do different colors depending on your child's age. This is a great activity to use to learn to count or help their counting skills and naming the colors as they go on. Like that. All right. Once you get it where you want it, then you're going to also turn up the other end. That way the beads don't slide off and they don't get poked with the end of the wire. All right, so next you're going to put his little eyes on. Very simple. We're going to put a little bit of glue on each. This one's a little dried out. On each side of the little roll that you made. So a little on each side. And the kids can do that. It's really good fine motor skill activity for them. Then simply have them place one, and you can do them one at a time so they can press it down to get it on there. And the other on the other side, easy peasy. And it's adorable. And like I said before, you can put as many on there as you want. They can use this to retell the story. They can use it to count, and they can also use it for colors. So fun little craft. Thanks, Miss Ann. That was fun. All right, let's end with a song. Of course, I had to do one that had to do with nature and little creatures. So, here we go. Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Oh no, I see a snake. So we all better run. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Oh no, I see a snake. So now we gotta walk really quiet. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Oh no, I see a snake. So we gotta run really fast. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Snake, snake, snake in the grass. Oh no, I see a snake. So I get in my car and drive away.
Thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate you being here. We look forward to seeing you someday soon. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.